Hi guys, so such a stressful day yesterday. I mean, it was actually really nice because I got to hang out and jam and then, cook and chill out and stuff. But then at the end of it, got home and my catheter had blocked, so I was leaking everywhere. And on top of that, I spasmed really hard and I snapped my own toilet seat. So there was blood places, but I wasn't sure whether that was coming from me or that kind of stuff. So I was so tired as well that I needed to call an ambulance, and it was just mad. So I was in A&E, the ambulance came and they, we were waiting for a couple of hours, and then because I went to my local hospital, which is not known for its urology department, and so just waiting for ages, and nurses coming in, just sort of blitzing through, bulldozing over what I was saying because they're not listening to me. And it's strange because obviously I know my body, I know how it works, and I know why it's not working and stuff, and I know the solutions, but I can't do them myself because of where it's sort of difficult to access and all this kind of stuff. And people come in and they're trying to be helpful, but they're just bulldozing over everything that I'm saying because they're not listening to me. And it's just so frustrating because they just assume because you're sick, you're a wheelchair user, you have a disability, that you don't know what you're talking about, or you're just incapable of it. And it's just political correctness as well. So certain terms, you just think you shouldn't be allowed to say stuff like that, and or refer to things in certain ways because you don't understand how that makes me feel. And maybe it's clinical, or maybe it's the terminology or the way the brand is, what the brand is called, but it's still really it's just degrading and quite debilitating and just not very nice. So when you say terms like this to me, it makes me feel like a child, or makes me feel infantile, and it's not what I want to be because I'm an independent woman, or trying to be. And it's just ridiculous to be debilitated or to be sort of taken down 5 notches because of one word or a certain phrase. And I just think it's disrespectful, but it's also ignorance. So that person may not be thinking, I'm trying to be prejudiced, I'm trying to be offensive. They're not. It's just a lack of awareness. And I think that's what it is these days, about not being able to understand things, so therefore you say them and you don't have to give them a second thought to how they affect the person concerned. And because in this sort of industry, sort of A&E and hospitals and NHS in the system in London, in the UK, they're overworked, and I appreciate that they're doing their job and they're trying to get things done really quickly, and they're being really bulldozy, and they'll bulldoze everything, and they'll do things quickly, and then they'll leave a room, forget something, come back, and it's like, why don't you take a breath? Why don't you actually understand what you're doing and then come back to me and then fix me? Because I know what it is that I need to be fixed. I could tell you, but you're not listening to me. And if you just took your time, if you just listened to what I was saying, I'm the best person who knows about my care. And maybe that's not true of everyone, but I'm being articulate enough to be like, actually I can say this now, so why aren't you listening to me? So it's just incredibly frustrating when a problem that takes 10 minutes to fix means that I'm in A&E in hospital overnight. So I got there, I made the call to ambulance around 10 o'clock in the evening after sort of a really great day, and then stuff happens and you're just like, Urgh. So yeah, and then got the call, waited a couple of hours for ambulance to turn up, paramedics to turn up, and the criteria: is she breathing, is she conscious, can she walk, can she move, have you moved her, is she wet, is she dry, do you know what I mean? All these, is she breathing? Yes, tick. Is she alive? Tick. Okay, you can wait for 5 hours. It's ugh. So I had to really make the case and be like, wheelchair user, there's blood, there's there's this, there's that, there is urgent, it's an emergency, I can't transfer, I can't get there to myself. And it's just frustrating as hell, but you know, this is what we need to do to be able to get the support we need to just elaborate and, you know, play on the fact that I'm disabled. And it's like, it really bugs me, because it's like, obviously I don't want to be seen as that, but in order to get help with anything, social care, you know, benefits, all the stuff, like things that I feel will support me in my life, this is necessary to do this. Otherwise you're just eaten by the system, and you're just fucked over because the system won't help you. And people play on it, and they, you know, they take advantage of the system. They know how to work it, so then they get what they want, even though they don't deserve it. Moving on. Anyway, it's nice to sort of relax and just actually rest. I think it forced me to sleep, which is great, because as time and time again I've been told I need to slow down and rest. So that's me. You know, I got home and I was like, this is too much, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat something. I was gonna maybe look at a few work emails, KO. And it's good, because then it actually made me, you know, clear my head to be, okay, I'm going to approach these emails, I'm going to approach these phone calls with a clearer head, and actually I'll be a bit more on it. Otherwise I would have just been like, and that's not great. So anyway, hopefully it'll get sorted, stuff will get sorted, and I'm okay, by the way. I'm okay, but it's just frustrating, you know. Anyway, that's me out. I'm gonna be jamming for the rest of the day until work tomorrow. So follow me on LauraDDances on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, at X, it's all good, X, on my YouTube channel, on LinkedIn. Find me, connect, hashtag, tag a friend, share, follow, like, and yeah, see you next time.